Welcome back everybody. Just in case you missed it, last episode, I was the first person to 200 Mo Slayer. On our journey to 4.6 billion XP, at the time of 200 Mo Slayer, we were at 1.9 bill, a little over 40% of the way. With 47 days remaining, we need to average 57 mil XP per day. Slayer was nice to us. We were able to maintain 15 mil an hour for long periods of time due to the combat XP. But now, it's time for the slower skills. Welcome back to Leagues 4, my journey to 200 mil all. Oh man, I have so many seeds that I got just from 200 Mo Slayer. Even though I'm thankful that my farming relic insta-grows the crops, looting them still takes forever. I have over 2,000 seeds to use. The worst part is, I don't even think that this is all of 200 mil herblore. On top of insta-growing crops, I have a 20% chance to save my seed that I plant. So really, my 2,000 seeds that I'm about to plant will be well over 2.4k. And while I do get triple yield, the farming relic does not give the extra loot that Ultra Compost gives. Because Ultra Compost guarantees a minimum of 6 herbs per patch, rather than the 4 from normal, I get about 50% more herbs with Ultra Compost. I need a lot of seeds for 200 mil herblore, so maxing my herbs per seed is quite important. So anyways, let's get to work. Alright, so hear me out. We're getting 33 mil an hour farming right now, only planting herbs, and we're nearly 2 hours in. We have yet to get any secondaries. I planted my 4 best seeds so far. Quarms, Cadentines, Lantandimes, and Torstals. The only other 2 seeds that will be worth doing are Irits and Aventos, but those are my worst XP per herb, so we'll come back to those later. The secondaries for all of the potions I previously listed are very quick to get. Just like the herbs that we were growing, we can insta-grow them as well. I have not trained farming outside of herblore prep since 50 mil, and here's 150. I got all of the potato cactus and imports to match the herbs that I have. However, I couldn't just stop at 185 mil farming. Snape grass is used for fishing potions, so if it means we can get our next 200 mil farming while technically only working on herblore, I'm gonna send that real quick and grow some snape grass. It's not ideal for me to have to ultra compost this, however I do not have enough snape grass seeds in my bank to make all of my fishing potions. So I'm trying to desperately get as much yield as I can by using ultra compost. Oh man. I'm less than 3 mil farming to go until 200 mil, and it looks like we're out of snape grass seeds. I saved 3 snapegrass seeds just in case I need to do them again for contracts. And even though I will absolutely be training farming post 200 mil to continue banking herb, here's number 5 out of 23. 200 million farming experience. Let's look into mining for a second. I already did the Varrock Easy Diary for Varrock Armor 1, which gives me a 10% chance at mining 2 iron ores, giving me full XP for each. So why am I doing the medium diary then? Well, there's another rock that we're going to test out right now. And because it's higher tier, it requires the medium diary for the 10% chance to work. Welcome everybody to the lovakite mine. Probably something you've never heard of or seen in your entire life, even though it's been in the game for the past 8 years. This mine is located in Kourend, and as you can see, there are a lot of rocks, all randomly placed, seemingly with no pattern or consistency at all. This is the part of Leagues that we're just kind of exploring a new method ourselves. With no formal guidance, just using our knowledge on how to mine, and trying to find the best rotation to mine these rocks, because they take a whole 35 seconds to respawn. An important mining mechanic to remember is that when you knife log and move one tile towards the place you want to mine, you get 2 rolls. Meaning if I have a 60% chance to mine an ore normally, I'd roll that chance once, and if I were to fail, I get another opportunity to succeed at 60%. Unfortunately, if I succeed the first time, I can't get double rolls, but because it was so hard to find any information on these rocks, and the success rate seemed relatively low, we will likely want to be utilizing this double roll mechanic once we find the right rotation. So what kind of XP rates are we expecting? Currently, with zero idea of what I'm doing and a quick 6-minute test, we're at 300k an hour mining. Because it's leagues, we get 16 times XP rates. Not only that, but we have the enhanced harvest relic, giving us double ores every single time, and since we get full XP for each, it's essentially another 2 times multiplier, effectively making this 32 times faster than the main game. So to find the XP rate in the main game, it's pretty simple. Take the 300k XP rate that we're getting, and divide it by 32. This would be a whole 9.3k an hour. So what's the play then? This isn't even close to worth it yet. Well, there's a part 2. The lovakite bars, which were automatically sent to our banks thanks to the enhanced harvest relic, have to be used still. These bars can make any Shazian armor piece. And unlike normal anvil smithing, where we just create one piece, usually plate bodies, we need to make full armor sets. Helmets, bodies, legs, gloves, boots, all of it. Once we have the full sets, we head over to Shazian and grab Shazian supply crates. Once we have enough crates, the fun is finally about to start. The moment of truth is here. 27 crates in our inventory and a crystal to teleport back. Not only is this 1 mil smithing XP per inventory, but also an extra 300k mining XP. That was quite the session. Now we had numbers for how long it took to smith the bars, make the crates, and turn in the crates. I can finally figure out the XP an hour for both smithing and mining. I get 320 XP per ore, and each ore that I mine is actually 2 ores because of my relic, so that's 160 XP per ore. Now that I've figured out a circle to go in, I'm getting just short of 320k an hour, which would be exactly 2,000 lovakite bars in the bank every hour. Using the same numbers for the time it took to smith the armor sets, make the crates, and turn in the crates from our last session, this method works out to be about 4 mil an hour smithing and 1.4 mil an hour mining. How does this compare to the method we had cooking before we learned about lovakite ores? Alright, bear with me guys, try not to get too dizzy. I will explain this method later on in the series, but just to quickly let you know, this is our method for 200 mil mining. The reason I'm showing you now is so that you can see our Trailblazer pickaxe giving us half smithing XP of our mining XP. Meaning 200 mil mining from this will give us 100 mil smithing. The axe is smelting our iron ores not into iron bars, but steel bars. And steel bars can be used on an anvil to make steel plate bodies. But the problem is, the XP rate's only 3.5 mil an hour, and you get no mining XP from it. This was going to be our method, but it's not relevant anymore because we found a way to beat the smithing rates by 500k and get a passive 1.3 mil mining on top of it. Lovakite ores should save us about 15 hours to 200 mil all, which, yeah, you could argue is less than a day of gaming, but it's still good. The calculations can get a bit confusing. We are training smithing by mining ores which auto-smelt into bars, and then smithing those bars into armors, putting them in crates, and turning in those crates for full smithing XP and 1/3 mining XP. And since smithing is trained faster this way, the remaining mining XP is done through iron ores, which auto-smelt bars that give us half smithing XP. Seems simple, right? Just to be on the safe side, we're going to send a couple sessions so that we can recalculate and not accidentally overshoot either skill to 200 mil. Okay, check this out. We have 1,000 sets that we're about to turn in, and this time we know what we're doing. Let's see what kind of XP rates we can get. $36 mil smithing XP gained, so close to 300 mil an hour right now. No! I ruined it! I ruined my crystal of memories! And dude, I don't even have teleports to get back! Oh my god. The last inventory of the session. I failed you boys, sorry. At least now we have 42 mil smithing XP gained. There really isn't that much smithing XP left. Think about it, 200 mil mining was 100 mil smithing, and we just sent a 42 mil session. We are probably more than halfway there. So let's finish this off. I'll tell you guys, I'm generally gonna miss the variety of clothing on leagues. It's nice to be half geared for a little bit of everything. I got some obsidian on for combat, some Varrock armor for mining, farming cape for a quick teleport to a bank. I'm basically a jack of all trades. The final 1,000 sets to turn in. Let's not heck this up. 50 million mining experience. And finally, we ended on a good note. With no crystal hiccups, another 40 mil smithing XP done, and our rate is 350 mil an hour smithing, and 99 mil per hour for mining. Wow. This puts us at 127 mil smithing and 55 mil mining. We'll never have to train smithing again, the rest will be done passively while mining iron ores for mining. And they've done it. The XP cap on Soul Wars has been removed, so instead of killing NPCs for combat XP, or green dragons for prayer XP, we now just have to play a silly minigame and we'll get double the experience versus any other method. Even more importantly, we don't have to stress about alching a 200 mil magic anymore, because this minigame turns the remaining 150 mil XP into a 6-hour grind. Look at this, I just did an hour of Soul Wars, and 200 mil range is complete. I did a little bit more Soul Wars after that for more essence, and then I sent another RC session. I managed 70 mil XP in one session this time, ending me over 135 million XP. The XP rate? Just a casual 24.5 mil, nothing huge. This should take just one more session and we'll be done with runecraft as well. I got another 10,000 zeals to play around with. I just need to be careful when I'm closer so I don't accidentally overbank essence, because every zeal that isn't essence is precious combat XP. I just bought 252 crates, let's see how much pure essence this gets us. 271,000 essence. I'll do a little more. 347,000 is the final. Nice, let's go send it. I had to get a little more essence just to ensure that I could do all of 200 mil in one go. But 384,000 blood runes later, here it is. 200 million runecrafting. God, after all of that, I could really use a shower. Alright, I'm back. Are we 200 mil cooking yet?